Welcome to Vancouver Carpenter. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to put up dust protection with some of these task support rods. So these are the extendable twist rods. And hopefully it's going to speed up the process of putting up that dust protection. And this is especially useful in a place with a finished ceiling where you don't want to be taping to the ceiling, getting fingerprints on the ceiling, or pulling paint off with the tape. So it's going to be really helpful in those sort of situations. If I can get it to work. I don't do it that often. Anyways, let's get right to it. So I'm about to be sanding this square of ceiling, and the first thing I've done is I've pulled my poly out of the box all the way around the perimeter to basically eyeball the length of it to make sure it's long enough. We got some overlap there. Using the edge of the box to get a nice square cut here. Okay, I'm picking my first corner here. Make sure you have the actual end of the poly, not the middle of the roll. And I'm going to be doing it in this corner here because I think it's the least likely to crack. You want to make sure you're not doing it like directly on a corner bead or a joint, because it's quite possible that the compression from the pole could crack the joint or a corner bead or any sort of weak spot in the ceiling. Now, of course, you don't have x-ray specs, so you can't see that for sure, but just use an educated guess. So these are pretty simple. I mean, you just pull them up and then you twist them, and they're threaded. So as you twist them, it starts to put a little pressure. So now that's holding on to that. I'm going to go to my next corner. Again, make sure you got the actual end of the poly. Same thing. Up to the ceiling. You want to get a bit of tension going there. Twist it. Okay, we're good there. Next corner. These ones are shorter. Make sure you pull up. Wrong one, wrong space. Oh. Pull it tight. I just got really lucky. So I just learned what happens when you think you had it tight enough, but you didn't crank it down quite tight enough. So it turns out it actually needs quite a lot of friction, and that would be a lousy beginner mistake to make. But that poly broke its fall. I got lucky here because that could have fallen on the hardwood and made a massive dent. Make sure you crank those tight enough. So there's one big problem with this actual system. It actually needs a lot of pressure. I'm giving this one some extra turns now because that sucked. Well, let's do this one again. Now, I'm not entirely upset about that because I didn't like which way I had the overlap going on that one. Boy, do these leave marks on the ceiling if the poly's not under it. Okay, all of a sudden I'm actually liking my slow taping method better. Make sure you don't have that poly pinched under there. Pull it tight. Alright, let's get that a lot more snug this time. Okay, good. Okay, Second tries the charm. Actually, I had to tape up the poly though, because it ripped the poly. And I'm too stubborn or cheap to replace it. Oh, that's nowhere near level. That's better. Okay, last post. I want it on the other side. Definitely a learning curve to doing this. That's tight. I don't think I made it long enough. Oh, no, it's long enough. Only by a bit. I guess unless you have 5 of these poles, you're going to have to do what I'm going to have to attempt to do right now, which is like tuck this one under here now somehow. Okay, it's not bad. And it's not airtight, but it does go up to the ceiling pretty snug. I'm actually happy with that. I have enough overlap on each one. Let's take a look here. So, yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty snug up to the ceiling. That's gonna stop most dust as long as there's no major air movement. I mean, this ceiling with all its weird stuff going on is a really challenging one to make perfect. Like, I think I'm gonna put a little bit of tape on the ceiling just to get that flap up there and seal in any possible voids where the dust is gonna seep through really badly. Again, tape that flap up a little bit more. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. You know, I got enough overlap on both ends here. So yeah, I'm moderately happy with that. I think with practice, that could actually become a really effective and very fast way to protect a room for dust, especially if you're just having to sand a quick patch in a room and you just want to get in and out. So the things to obviously be careful is make sure you have it tight enough, as we saw. That could really suck. That could like smash a coffee table, a mirror, a window. So many things could have gone wrong there. I got so lucky that it snagged the poly and broke its fall. Again, the other risk to this one is that all that pressure that you absolutely have to put onto the ceiling could crack something. So, you know, you may end up coming back for more patches after your patch. But the good thing is you aren't risking the tape pulling paint off when you do like a regular taped off Dexter bubble. Anyways, I hope you guys got something useful out of this video. Again, if you're looking to do this with the 4 posts, you may want to consider getting 5 of those posts. I will look for some and link some in the description below if you're looking for any. They also usually have them pretty close to the checkout or the painting sections of any Home Depot or any of the big box stores. If you're doing it a little more permanently, you can buy one of these awesome little zippers, but you'll have to use heavier poly than this stuff. So you want to use medium or even heavy poly, and then you can put an actual zipper on that. It can stay up on the job site for quite a while. That's another really good way to keep down the dust. Again, that's linked in the description below. So thanks for watching Vancouver Carpenter. Hope you guys got something useful out of this video. I hope there's going to be a lot less dust on your home project or on your job sites. I want to say a big thanks to everyone who's been watching the channel, and also a quick little plug out for Nick and his new electrical company. If anybody's looking for electrical work to be done in the Lower Mainland, you can contact Redison Electric. They're good guys. I would hire them myself if I need an electrician, but I'm just the patch guy here. Anyways, thanks for watching. Till the next video.